The investigations into the killing of Olorato Mongale, the main suspect in that murder case, has been shot and killed by police in KwaZulu-Natal. Philangenkosi Makhanya was found in an apartment block in Amanzimtoti, that's in the south of Durban. Police say he shot at them first and they then returned fire. Makhanya was wanted alongside two other suspects in Fezile Ngubane and Amanzimtoti. They believed to be part of a criminal syndicate that lures women at shopping malls while feigning to have some kind of romantic interest. Mongale's body was discovered in the north of Johannesburg at the weekend, hours after she had gone on a date with her alleged killer. Yesterday, police also confirming that Makhanya's parents were also taken into custody. They say that his father is the owner of the VW Polo believed to have been used in this crime, while the man's mother apparently helped him evade arrest. Meanwhile, as you can see on your screen there, a prayer service has been held at the Olorato family home. In fact, today we're expecting much of that to also continue in the lead up to a funeral on Sunday. Let's get you a sense of what else we know from that briefing from the police commissioner earlier today. Bring in SABC News reporter Jade Paulse, who joins us now live from Amanzimtoti in the south of Durban. And Jade, you're still at that apartment block where this exchange, we're told, happened earlier today, and police also mentioning that they're hoping that some of the items they found in that apartment block will help crack other cases.
I think police are really starting to piece together all the elements with regards to this murder investigation. And yes, we are still here at the block of flats where that suspect was gunned down by police. We spoke to Provincial Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla, who said that they had been tracing and trailing the suspect since yesterday. What we do know that has come out of that briefing is that the suspect then came to this particular apartment and asked one of his friends, a tenant who is renting here, to lease one of his vehicles. Apparently they've had this kind of relationship, and the tenant actually told me earlier on that he would often give his vehicles to Makhanya. Thereafter, he spoke to Makhanya and he said to Makhanya, what is going on? Why are police looking for you? Are you involved in this murder investigation? This is where the tenant told us Makhanya had confessed to him and was also scared about being tracked and traced by police. Thereafter, the tenant says that he prayed with Makhanya and asked him to hand himself over Ayanda. But with regards to police pouncing on the suspect here, let's listen to that clip with the Provincial Commissioner Lieutenant Nhlanhla.
The team has been tracing from Johannesburg, working with KZN, following up the information. The vehicle was located in one of the townships, the panel beater shop in Durban, and the vehicle was traced to be belonging to an owner at KwaMashu Township, also in Durban. And we arrived there, and the boy was not there. The father confirmed that his son was using the vehicle. So we tried to trace the son. The son is the one that has been on the public space about being involved in the murder of that girl. We then be able to pick up the vehicle that picked him up yesterday morning, and we followed that vehicle until we located the car. From there, we were able to then trace all the movements of that vehicle, where it dropped off, who was traveling with them. So we do have the suspect driving the vehicle. We have the accomplice that was also with him in the morning until they brought us here, and where he was hiding.
Now, of course, Jade, we've heard previously that what might have been at work here is a organized criminal syndicate, and the police commissioner also mentioning there that they were able to find about 28 odd IDs. This certainly points to that direction.
And I think what's interesting, Ayanda, is that, and this is the question that we posed the PC this morning in that briefing, is that were these identity documents belonging to him, or were they belonging to some of the victims that he perhaps have murdered, or cases that he's involved in, robbery cases? And the Provincial Commissioner says it was alarming to find these number of identity documents on him, as well as over 20 bank cards. But they are going to be investigating and looking at who those IDs belong to, and perhaps also tracing them to other cases that have been unsolved in the country, or possibly still ongoing in the country as well. And I think one aspect of this case is many people are asking themselves why these suspects, all three of them, which were previously arrested for another case in Brakpan for kidnapping, were allowed to receive bail. We do know that two suspects are still still at large, Ayanda. They are still being traced and tracked by special units within the police. We also know that the two occupants of that grey Golf that the PC refers to have also been taken in for questioning, as well as the mother of Makhanya, who has allegedly been said to have given him a tip-off when police went to go look for him at their home in Inanda. The father as well also been taken in for questioning. He is the owner of the VW white Polo that was used in the murder of Olorato.